Yo, what's up guys? The WQ in action here, bringing you a Boku no Hero 137 chapter review. Now, it's been a while since I've reviewed Boku no Hero. I have been reading the series, obviously. Nothing really has happened in the past, I don't know, 40 chapters, but I thought this chapter had some interesting stuff, so let's get into it. Obviously, the big thing at the end of the chapter when Overhaul says, you've come, so you've come. I've been waiting for you. When he says that, yeah, that's like the big question mark, because who is he talking to, and then how did he know that they're coming? And no, this ain't a hentai review. On that last panel, you can quite clearly see the all the characters, and then my boy Overhaul in the background. So I'm wondering, did the squad of heroes just roll up at the front door? Because they do have a warrant, so like that's not too unreasonable. But it's, to me, that seems a little silly still. Like I guess what their secret plan is to capture Eri-chan. You know, so they're not like, they can't tell anybody they're gonna do that, but they're still showing up to the office, and then Overhaul is saying, "Hey, you guys have come." That's one plausible scenario, and then another scenario is like Overhaul is referring to Shigaraki, or maybe he's even referring to Eri-chan, or Eri-chan's caretaker. I don't know who that guy is, so maybe it's one or the other. I don't really see anyone else Overhaul's talking to. But like for me, and it's actually the reason why I'm making this video, is because if Overhaul's talking to the hero lineup, that means he knew they were coming. Well, how did he know they were coming? I'm thinking that, well, I was thinking about it actually, like if he knows they're coming, it's almost certainly because Deku and Bubble Boy, they saw Eri-chan, right? So he was probably like, okay, something's gonna go down. You know, I gotta prepare for this. Okay. Or I'm thinking though, what he did was he actually planted Eri's caretaker. I think that guy has a plant. I think that guy in Nighthawk, that was not Nighthawk's advantage. Or Night-Eye, I don't think Night-Eye got lucky there. I think that was actually a plant by Overhaul, and I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here, but I think what Overhaul did with that situation, like he knows that they're gonna come. Now he's expecting them to come. It's either gonna be some kind of trap. I'm not really sure. I mean, do you guys really think they're just gonna get Eri-chan and then get out of there, no issues? Like, I don't believe this. Overhaul's whole operation is dependent on this girl. I think for the plot, it'd be actually like better if they got Eri-chan, because these like quirk bullets, they're kind of stupid, and I kind of hate it when like these series do this, where they take a power and then they find a way to nerf it, and then they make battles around nerfed powers. It's not fun. It's not exciting. Actually, it's something else they're doing in Boku no Hero like a year ago that I was really not a fan of either. Is like they're having the biggest characters, the best characters fight each other completely nerfed, and so like you don't get a good battle. You get like really weakened battle. I don't know. I'm not interested. I'm not a fan. And so like I think actually if they capture Eri-chan and kind of remove this idea of these quirk reducing bullets, which I think would actually be a really good thing. Another thing actually is we gotta talk about Mirio, because I'm reading these comments, and I mean, we're talking like hundreds of people in these comments keep saying Mirio death flags. Mirio is gonna die. There's death flags. It's over. It's over for this guy. And I'm reading these comments. I'm like, where? I didn't see a single one. I'm not seeing this at all. Where are these death flags? They don't exist. I mean, there's no death flags. People are just saying stuff. Yeah, so I don't see Mirio dying at all. Maybe he'll get injured, but dying, I mean, who's even died in the series? Like, the characters don't die in the series as far as we know. Although Overhaul did blow up one of Shigaraki's commanders, and I think one of his people died too, or they like lost an arm or something. With the introduction of Overhaul, maybe we'll see some deaths or some like major damage being done. I mean, again, we do have these like quirk killing bullets, so it's like there's actually a lot of risk here. There is a lot of threat, but just with the way the series is, and I don't see any of these characters going down, or I don't really see Mirio going down specifically. Now, guys, if Overhaul, if he really did use Eri's caretaker as a plant, as bait in Nighthawk, to use his ultimate eye, his Millennium Eye, to see into Eri's future. If that was really intended, which I do think it was, because Nighthawk's his eye, he only sees the future of the dude who he touches within direct. You know, it's only that guy really. So he does not see any of the other important people. So I'm thinking that if that really was the case, then this spy, this villain, or this spy within UA Academy, is that being played out here? Because it's kind of, I'm not really seeing any hard evidence. Like there's actually no hard evidence to suggest that, but we're seeing 4 of UA Academy going into this covert mission that Overhaul knows about. I mean, that's the suspicion that Overhaul knows about this, unless he's talking to Shigaraki, which I don't think he's talking to Shigaraki. But even if he is talking to Shigaraki, again, it's the same idea. But yeah, I'm thinking that there's a spy in UA Academy, and if this spy, it's under Shigaraki, I mean, right? Of course, we know that because Overhaul's new to the story. So, and Shigaraki and Overhaul, they just kind of exchanged information, talked to each other. I mean, they were like getting a little friendly with each other. Did Shigaraki give Overhaul secret information? Or was he testing Overhaul? Does he have secret information? And then I'm going to go, if he did give Overhaul secret information, was it the spy who told Overhaul that UA Academy has been scheming against him? Or was Eri-chan's caretaker a plant? If Eri-chan's caretaker really was a plant, then that would explain that, get rid of the spy interaction. But what if there is a spy? Because I thought this was interesting. And honestly, guys, I don't care anything about the internal affairs between the students at UA. At least in this chapter presented in the first 15 pages. No part of me cares at all. I mean, I was like, what's going on here? Ida was like, hey, Deku, is there something on your mind? You can tell us, but you don't have to. We'll support you from the sidelines. And I mean, I'm thinking, like, who gives a shit? But what I'm thinking is there's 4 students that have secret info, and there's 16 that have no idea what's going on. So if Aries caretaker, that wasn't intentional to get caught by Night Eye and give away their plan, or part of their plan intentionally. If that was intentional, then there's a spy interaction going on. I'm thinking if the spy is not one of these 4 students, then it's someone who could access these 4 students, right? And I mean, if that's the case, it's not Kaminari. Everyone says it's Kaminari. Well, how could it be Kaminari? How would he have heard or seen any of these guys talking to each other? There's no way he would have known, right? Maybe under some extreme circumstances he would have known though. So, I'll let it slide. But I'm thinking if we're gonna get some clues into the spy, into who that is, I'm thinking what Horikoshi is going to do is kind of have the class say in half the class there's a spy, or in this other half there's one or the other. And if that's going to go down, we got some selections going on here, because I don't think Deku and Kaminari, or I don't think Deku, Kirishima, Ochako, or Tsuyu, I just don't see them as a spy. Like there's almost no way that's possible, right? So they're not the spy. So if the spy is leaking info to Shigaraki, leaking to Overhaul, it's one of these other 16 students, and somehow they're getting this info. Well, how are they getting the info? There's some people that there's just really no even way they can even get the info. So one of these 16 students is getting secret info somehow, or again, it could be one of the teachers, but I don't even see how it could be one of the teachers. In this case, how could it be one of the teachers? And plus we know, and that's why I thought the first 15 pages of this chapter were pretty interesting in terms of like the relationships of the characters. Who cares? But in terms of the half of the characters trying to get info from the main students under this operation. That's very interesting to me because, and honestly guys, we don't see a lot, but this series, at least so far, has kind of been a war of information in some sense, between Toga, who again, where's Toga? Where's Toga in all this, right? Between Toga and in the price tag survival arc we just saw, both of the previous arcs. I mean, that's the thing about the spy that's so important to talk about, the traitor. People need to talk about this because pretty much the whole series up to now has been about this traitor. Really, you have the first arc where All Might fought the Goomba, the large Gnomu. That was a direct result because of the spy. The next arc, the training campground, which in my opinion was the best arc, and it was the most impactful, most important of the story. Again, it was entirely because of the spy. The next arc, where Kirishima rescued Bakugo, right? You can argue, okay, there's no spy interaction. Well, why was there no spy interaction? It's another question, even. It's a further question. So it's like, and it's like in this arc too, are we gonna get even another interaction where there's war of information going on? And I'm thinking it's already started. Look at Overhaul's text again. So you've come. He knows they're coming. It's not super unobvious. I mean, he knows they touched Eri. They tried to rescue Eri at the time. I mean, he's not stupid. That's kind of what I like about Overhaul. He's not stupid. I felt like Shigaraki was a little stupid. And Overhaul, he already has a confirmed kill on his head. And he honestly, when he killed the dude, he's like, dang, I was trying to not kill you, but I just happened to kill you passively. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But I'm also going back to this whole spy thing where it's like, how much does Overhaul know? How much does Toga know? I mean, she's in our power player. And then why does Overhaul know that the Hero Alliance is coming to his front doorstep, his front office. It was Eri-chan's traitor. Forgive me, I don't know his name. Does he have a name? Who knows? Why was it him? Was he intentionally a plant for Night Eye, or was the spy UA leaking him info? You know, I mean, you can go even further with this. If Eri-chan's caretaker was a plant, then how did they know that Night Eye likes Precure? Right? He's got some deep info. That's some deep info right there. That's good for me, because that's a good setup for the next 100 chapters. You know, like what's gonna happen? How big is this traitor? You know. Anyway, guys, that's all I had to say about this chapter. Pretty interesting chapter. It had some very interesting connotations. I mean, what we're gonna get out this chapter, it bleeds in the future. 100 chapters from now, 50 chapters from now, this chapter you're gonna look back on and be like, huh, you know what? This is a setup. There's definitely a setup in the writing here. Now, I will say one more thing. What if Overhaul is talking to like Shigaraki, or maybe he's talking to the spy, the UA spy? You know, we don't know who he's talking to. It doesn't really look like he's talking to the Hero Alliance. Who knows? I'm very interested. It could be a blank. This whole chapter could be kind of a front, which would suck for me, because I thought that was interesting. Right at the end there, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, that changes everything. So, you guys, WQ here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you have fun. I'm gonna get out here. See you guys probably a few days from now. I kind of want to start reviewing Boku no Hero again. Kind of want to start reviewing manga again, just in a very simple, light format. Nothing too serious, because I got so many things going on in my life, you know. But I'm, want to get back in there. And I thought this was a very good chapter. I'll see you guys later.